The Vatican has published its new pontifical yearbook. The 2012 volume includes all statistics related to the Church. The data gathered back in 2011 shows that year there were 1.2 billion Catholics worldwide, which is 1.5% more than the year before. The population growth marked a 1.23% increase during that year. In Africa and Asia, the Catholic population is proportionally growing double the rate when compared to the general population growth. It's not the same in Europe or Latin America, though. There, the Catholic rate has not grown. Rather, it's proportional to the population. The decline in some areas and growth in others has leveled off the numbers. For example, in 2011, about 16% of Catholics lived in Africa, 48.8% in the Americas, 10.9% in Asia, 23.5% in Europe, and about 0.8% in Australia. The number of Catholics in Africa has grown about 4.3% and about 2% in Asia. In Europe and America, the number of Catholics has remained steady. The number of priests has also increased. The last 10 years shows a 2.1% increase. 2012 marked a total of 413,418 priests. In the last decade, the number of priests increased about 39.5% in Africa and about 32% in Asia. The rate in the Americas has kept steady, and in Europe, the rate has decreased about 9%. However, the number of permanent deacons in Europe and the Americas has grown 40%. Also, the year 2012 shows that the number of seminarians grew 7.5% in the last decade. And as far as women religious, statistics shows there's been a 10% decrease in the last decade. But on the other hand, the number of female religious has grown 28% in Africa and 18% in Asia. There are a total of 713,000 female religious, and 33% of them are in those two continents.